From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Afternoon Edition.
New at-noon light rail service is finally back in the South Bay. The VTA's Blue Line from downtown San Jose to Bay Point is running after almost 3 weeks and a morning full of delays. Thanks for being with us this Monday. I'm Ann Makovic. After a court order abruptly ended a driver strike last week, light rail service has been slow to get back up to speed. Buses started running on Friday. The Orange Line could be back up sometime later today, but crews are still inspecting tracks and signals to make sure it's all safe. That's after the rail service was idle during that worker strike. We spoke with one rider who says it was difficult getting her kids to school.
What really affected us was getting the kids to school. At one point, we had to walk to school and the kids were soaking wet when they got there.
The VTA says they saw a rise in copper theft from the tracks during the strike, which could be contributing to the delays. As for negotiations, the union and VTA met with a state mediator last week. That was after the workers rejected a contract offer. Union reps say they plan to appeal the judge's ruling that forced them to end the strike. Tough day for Bay Area fans of the A's. For the first time in more than 50 years, they're not going to be playing their home opener in Oakland. Today, they're going to have their first pitch in their temporary home in West Sacramento. They're going to be playing at Sutter Health Park. Both the Athletics and Sacramento Rivercats are going to share that space. The A's expect a sellout crowd of more than 14,000 today as they take on the Chicago Cubs. But not all fans are planning to follow the team.
I'm gonna go watch the Ballers. I'm not going to Sac. I'm not going to Vegas to watch the A's.
As it stands, to watch what they're doing over there, it's like your ex-girlfriend leaving you. You want to watch her on TV.
Bars in Oakland say that they are waiting to see what the team leaving will do to their business. We talked with the co-owner of the athletic club, who says they're going to be open and ready to welcome fans who still want to cheer on the team.
Once the dust settles, we may find that there are still thousands of A's fans in the area who are trying to figure out how to watch the game. We're here, we're open, we've got 40 TVs, and we can always get the game on with sound, so we'd love to have you, and maybe this can be something cool that happens out of something that obviously was not the best news.
So the game starts at 7:05 tonight. We checked, and there are still some tickets available if you want to make the trek to Sacramento. Lawn seats going for about $90. The most expensive seats we saw were on the first base line. Those will set you back more than $300. 25% tariffs on imported cars set to go into effect this week. The Trump administration claims tariffs will bring auto manufacturing jobs back to the U.S. Sean Fain, president of the United Auto Workers, praised the move.
We have a heavy truck plant at Freightliner, Volvo, and Mack Truck in Pennsylvania being threatened to be taken to Mexico. There is plenty of opportunity, and I've had companies tell us point blank that they're going to have to bring product back here if those tariffs are implemented.
In a phone call with NBC News, President Trump said he couldn't care less if foreign automakers raise their prices in response to the tariffs. We talked with car shoppers in Fremont who said that they were rushing to buy new cars before they get priced out.
The plan was exactly to get it in 2 months. 2 months. So yeah, because of the tariffs, I had to decide to get it. To get it today. So that was the main driver for my decision.
Industry experts say the tariffs would likely drive up used car prices as well. The planned auto tariffs are in addition to reciprocal tariffs President Trump is set to announce on Wednesday. Those are on countries that impose duties on U.S. exports. Taking a check on Wall Street because it has been another wild ride. Taking a look at the big board, the Dow is up now more than 300 points after a bit of a dive earlier this morning. It is the last day of March, but still feeling a little bit wintry around here with more sprinkles on the way. Jessica Birch has a look at our forecast.
Yeah, our friends down south are getting a little bit more active rain compared to some of us along the peninsula right now, but we're still expecting on and off showers widespread throughout the Bay Area as we head into the afternoon hours today. We're gearing up for some more right now all the way up into the North Bay. So let's take a look at our first alert Doppler, zoom in a little bit closer to the Santa Clara Valley. We're talking about south of San Jose, closer to 7 Trees, just along the foothills, closer to East Foothills actually. We're seeing some some light to moderate rain sweep its way off into the east. A similar trend over into Saratoga, too. It's pretty much dry in the middle, though, closer to the Golden Gate Bridge and the Bay Bridge, like you see behind me in just a second. We're seeing some light showers in the forecast to the north, though. And throughout this afternoon, we'll actually start to see some more severe storms kind of just billow its way over into the North Bay. We're going to see lighter rain sweep its way down to the south, closer to around 9 o'clock. We're getting one more day of rain in the forecast tomorrow for Tuesday. And then we dry up into a beautiful Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday forecast with warmer temperatures around the corner. We'll have more on the rainfall totals coming up in a bit. For now, back to you.
Thank you, Jessica. The massive earthquake in Southeast Asia last week has killed more than 2,000 people. Most of the dead are in Myanmar, near the epicenter of that earthquake. CBS News' Anna Koren has more on the rescue efforts.
Lying on his stomach, aided by torchlight, the rescuer detects signs of life. It's been days since a deadly earthquake struck Myanmar, but remarkably, this woman is lifted out of the rubble unscathed. She was among a handful of survivors to be rescued, along with this man, sandwiched between slabs of concrete.
Hello.
But they are the lucky ones, as building after building in Myanmar's second largest city, Mandalay, and beyond, lie in ruins. Damaged roads, bridges and downed power lines have made it impossible for rescue teams to reach communities in this impoverished country. Engulfed by 4 years of civil war since the military junta seized power in a coup. Hours after the earthquake, reports the junta carried out airstrikes in rebel-controlled areas that had also been impacted, adding to the misery. So far, China, Russia and India have responded with humanitarian aid and teams on the ground, along with other regional neighbours. President Trump said the US will be helping. But once the face of international disaster relief, the US government's cuts to USAID and State Department programs could be felt acutely by Myanmar's earthquake victims, in a country now grappling with a humanitarian crisis. Meanwhile, in Thailand, hope is fading at the construction site, where dozens of workers were buried when the skyscraper collapsed moments after the earthquake hit. Rescue crews, with the help of cadaver dogs, continue to retrieve bodies as families keep vigil, refusing to lose faith their loved ones will be found alive.
Back in the East Bay in Hayward, a reported machete attack at a Safeway grocery store. Citizen video from Citizen app shows emergency vehicles at the scene overnight. This was along Foothill Boulevard on the north side of town. One person was injured and taken to a nearby hospital. Alameda County Sheriff's deputies are now leading that investigation. We've reached out to them to find out more about exactly what happened at that Safeway. No word so far on any suspects. Still ahead here at noon and streaming on CBS News Bay Area, it is Transgender Day of Visibility. And the trans community here in the Bay Area is standing strong against the White House's anti-trans policies.
I'm scared that's going to be more, but I'm not scared of fighting that either.
A look at some of the celebrations in San Francisco despite the trying times. Well, today marks International Transgender Day of Visibility. Gender policies sparking debate under the Trump administration. We've been covering in just 3 months, the president erased transgender mentions from government sites and passports while still fighting to ban trans people from the military and sports. Despite this, people in the trans community here in the Bay Area are finding ways to celebrate. This is a look at an annual celebration at the Green Room in San Francisco last night. Our Amanda Harry heard from some people on why it's important to stay loud and proud.
This room is filled with people celebrating the trans community. People here say this is as important as ever with the current national political climate.
Mara Omega Williams is a musician, a community activist, and a trans woman with big goals.
And yeah, we're gonna save the world.
She helped organize this Trans Day of Visibility celebration. The event highlights local transgender achievements and initiatives and features activists and artists. Williams was one of them. Williams transitioned just 4 years ago, and it changed her life.
And it was just like the most freeing thing, because before I used to just like dissociate just to get through every day, and that's not healthy at all.
She grew up in Vacaville and says there wasn't much trans representation there, Moving to San Francisco and creating music helped give her the confidence to find herself.
To be a part of that is really soul nourishing, and I can't believe that it's real. And it is real because we're out here, we're all here together. You just need to find each other.
Dozens of organizations were a part of putting on the event, including San Francisco Pride, the San Francisco AIDS Foundation, and San Francisco Trans March. Eli Berry with Trans March says this event is different than many trans events.
Usually a lot of what we see when it comes to the visibility of trans people is about like death. So this event is to celebrate our accomplishments, our joy, our resilience, and beyond.
He says after Trump was elected in November, the trans community needs more visibility and safety.
This administration, straight out the gate, is not playing like, oh, no, we don't like y'all. These are all the things we're gonna take from you, and you shouldn't exist, and you know, we're gonna make it very hard for you to exist.
Our community is like severely under attack by the administration right now. And like they say, first they come for the trans, they come for the dolls, then they come for the Muslims, and they come for the Jews, and they come for the immigrants, and they come for the Mexicans, they come for the Canadians. You know, they're gonna come for all of us.
Williams is concerned the trans community will continue to be targeted over the next 3.5 years. But she says she believes they'll be able to get through it together.
I'm scared that's gonna be more. But I'm not scared of fighting that either.
While Trans Day of Visibility is only one day of the year, people here are working to make sure the trans community is visible every day.
Today is Cesar Chavez Day as well. The civil rights leader and labor leader also founded what would come to be the United Farm Workers Union. Chavez lived part of his life in San Jose, and he did some early organizing at McDonald Hall at the Mission Guadalupe. Now, Senator Alex Padilla is proposing that site be part of a national historic park honoring Chavez and the farm worker movement. All right, back to our first alert weather, taking a live look outside. Gorgeous shot of Alcatraz there with some birds flying off into the distance. Let's check back in with meteorologist Jessica Birch.
Oh yeah, cool, cloudy for some of us, rainy for others, and then a little bit of sunshine for some of us peeping through right now closer to Alcatraz. We have a mixed bag of everything today. We're going to see some on and off showers in the forecast throughout all of our communities as we head into the next couple hours. We see that right now already, all the way down into areas like Morgan Hill, south of San Jose, with some light showers sweeping to the North Bay too. We talked about this just a little bit earlier. We continue to watch this batch of showers move to the east. All the way into the north we go. Areas like Santa Rosa getting splashed with some light showers currently. It'll look a little bit drier at times, but we are gearing up for more rain moving in mostly from the north around 3, 4, 5 o'clock that will continue to track to the south as we head into the evening hours tonight. Early morning hours tomorrow, we're getting a very similar setup. So in total, we could expect close to around 1/10 of an inch of rain in a lot of the Bay. Antioch, Livermore, all the way over into areas like Fremont. A little bit more impressive numbers to the north, though, closer to San Rafael. And at the same time, this exact same system brings plenty of snow for our friends up into the Sierra, too. That's within today and tomorrow's forecast. Anywhere up to around 25 inches expected all the way over into areas close to Donner Pass. Let's head over to the map real fast, though. I want to change it up a bit. I want to talk about our daytime highs because areas close to San Francisco all the way down into Half Moon Bay are sitting in the upper 50s and lower 60s. It's a little bit cooler for our friends all the way to the North Bay. We're heading over into Novato now, stretched up into Santa Rosa, sitting in the upper 50s this afternoon there, low 60s this afternoon, all the way down into the Santa Clara Valley. Pretty mild forecast for us, but we have a very big warm-up right around the corner, and that starts Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to start seeing a lot more sunshine in the forecast. At the same time, high pressure starts moving in. That warms us up. It dries us up as we head into this weekend. Right around the corner, we're hitting the 70s by Saturday for our friends along the Bay. You make your way into our inland spots, it's even warmer. I mean, we're going to hold on tight to mid-70s this weekend, and that's how we're going to kick off early next week with sunnier skies, drier conditions right around the corner. Back to you.
On Wednesday, we are bringing you the Battle of the Bay 2.0. It's a matchup between the San Jose Giants and Oakland Ballers. San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan and Oakland interim Mayor Kevin Jenkins put a friendly wager on the table.
I am so confident that the San Jose Giants are going to win this thing that I'm putting a bottle of La Vic's famous orange sauce on the line. You can't beat it with your tacos, but I don't think you're going to get a bottle of it.
So I'm putting a bottle of Everton Jones barbecue sauce, the best barbecue spot, Northern California, all of the United States of America. We're at the Oakland Ball.
Okay, we'll see which bottle ends up getting past. The game is being held at Excite Park in San Jose. You can catch all the action at home. Coming up this Wednesday on Pix Plus, we're broadcasting it. First pitch at 6 p.m. In addition to being Cesar Chavez Day and National Trans Day of Visibility, it is National Crayon Day. So what a good time to talk about a colorful Bay Area nonprofit that is called the Crayon Initiative. It's pretty cool. It's based in Danville. They receive donations of used crayons, and then they melt them down and remold them into brand new crayons, which are then donated to pediatric hospitals. They just sent out their 1 millionth box of donated crayons. That is it for the afternoon edition, this final day of March on a Monday. Remember, we are streaming 24/7 on the free CBS News app. Just go to Live and then choose Bay Area. You can find us there any time of day or night. In the meantime, enjoy your Monday afternoon.